You see, the strange thing about human attraction is that it does not follow logic. Men do not become obsessed with the loudest, the most available, or even the most traditionally beautiful women. No. The deepest obsession arises from something far more subtle, something deeply spiritual. It is the quiet mystery, the effortless being. A woman who doesn't need to be chaste is the one most chaste. A woman who is full without needing to be filled. She captures the attention of every soul that encounters her. And here's the truth most never understand. A woman becomes magnetic the moment she stops trying to be. She simply is. Now stay with me, because what I'm going to reveal in this speech is not pickup psychology, nor some manipulative tactic. This is the metaphysical root of obsession itself. You're about to see how the energy of detachment, the flow of inner radiance, and the depth of authenticity can make one person utterly unforgettable. So if you've ever wondered, what is it that makes a man truly obsessed, not just intrigued, not just interested, but deeply, spiritually captivated, this is it. Let's begin. Effortless being is the quality that draws people in without a word spoken, without a performance given. It is not about indifference, nor is it about arrogance. It is about a quiet, grounded presence that does not seek validation. A woman who embodies effortless being is not consumed by the need to be wanted. She does not beg for love or compete for attention. Instead, she simply allows herself to exist as she is, knowing deeply that her worth is not up for negotiation. And it is precisely this knowing that creates obsession, not because she is trying to be desired, but because she no longer needs to be. Her energy is not scattered in pursuit, it is gathered within. That gathering becomes gravity. She does not rush to fill silence, nor does she tremble when someone pulls away. She understands the ebb and flow of life, and she moves with it, not against it. This natural flow makes her feel timeless, like a woman who belongs to no one and yet is remembered by everyone. Men sense this. Whether consciously or unconsciously, they feel the absence of need in her, and that absence becomes a kind of space they want to enter. They cannot place why they keep thinking of her, but they do. It is because her presence was not heavy. It was light, yet full. A paradox of peace and power, and it's not about playing hard to get. That too is a form of seeking. No, this is different. This is the woman who walks away not to teach a lesson, but because her soul feels misaligned. This is the woman who listens more than she speaks, not because she lacks things to say, but because she doesn't feel the need to dominate the air. Her being is not rushed. She doesn't chase time. She doesn't chase people. And because she doesn't chase, she is chased. The more she sinks into her own presence, the more people orbit around her, hoping to be close enough to feel whatever it is that makes her feel whole. She becomes a mirror, not reflecting others, but reflecting their longing to be like her, anchored, alive, and entirely enough without ever having to prove it. A magnetic stillness is the kind of presence that feels like the calm eye at the center of a storm. It is not silence born of fear or withdrawal, but silence that radiates strength and clarity. A woman who embodies this stillness is not easily swayed by the chaos that surrounds her. She does not rush to respond, nor does she get caught in the drama that often entangles others. Instead, she remains rooted in herself, as if she carries an inner sanctuary that no external turbulence can disturb. This unshakable calm creates an invisible force field that draws men toward her, almost like moths to a flame, except it's not a desperate flame. It's a serene light that promises safety and depth. Men obsess over this because it is rare and precious. In a world filled with noise, reaction, and haste, a woman who moves with deliberate calmness feels like a refuge. She does not try to control or manipulate. She simply embodies the peace that many secretly crave. This stillness is magnetic because it suggests that she has discovered something others are searching for herself. Her energy does not push or pull, it simply is, and that is-ness speaks louder than any words or actions could. When a woman holds this calm presence, she creates space for others to drop their masks, to breathe deeply, and to feel seen without judgment. Men find themselves irresistibly attracted to this quality because it invites vulnerability, which is often hidden beneath layers of pretension and performance. They sense authenticity and are drawn to the possibility of connection that transcends surface-level interactions. This magnetic stillness is not about being passive, it is about embodying a quiet power that comes from knowing one's own center. This power is subtle but profound. It does not shout for attention, but commands it effortlessly. Men may find themselves returning to her presence repeatedly, drawn not by superficial allure, but by the profound sense of peace and stability she exudes. In her stillness, she becomes the steady anchor in a chaotic sea, and that is a force no one can easily resist or forget. When a woman embraces authentic presence, she steps beyond the roles and masks that society often expects her to wear, revealing instead a core that is genuine, unfiltered, and unapologetic. This authenticity means she does not perform for approval or seek validation through superficial means. Instead, she allows herself to be seen, her flaws, her strengths, her quirks, without fear or hesitation. It is this raw honesty that captures the attention of men in a way that no polished act ever could. Authentic presence is not about perfection. It's about the courage to be real, and that courage is magnetic. Men become obsessed because authenticity speaks directly to something deep within them, the longing to be known and accepted without pretense. When a woman stands fully in her truth, without hiding behind a carefully constructed image, she invites others to do the same. This creates an unspoken intimacy that is rare and intoxicating. It bypasses superficial attraction and taps into a connection that feels meaningful and enduring. The authenticity she radiates challenges the world's tendency toward facades, offering instead a sanctuary where true selves can meet. This presence also means she is not bound by others' expectations or fears. She moves through the world with a confidence that is rooted in self-acceptance rather than external approval. Men sense this independence and the freedom it represents, and it compels them to pay closer attention. There is no agenda in her authenticity, no hidden motives or games, only the pure expression of who she is. This honesty can be disarming, breaking down defenses and opening the way for deeper fascination. Moreover, her authentic presence is a living example of freedom. It shows that happiness and fulfillment come not from pleasing others, but from embracing oneself fully. This is a profound truth that resonates at a subconscious level. Men are drawn to her not because she fits an ideal, but because she defies it, living instead in the fullness of her own reality. In this way, her presence becomes a beacon, a call to abandon pretense and discover the beauty of genuine being. When a woman offers detached warmth, she gives love and kindness without entanglement or expectation. This warmth is not a desperate grasping for affection, but a generous sharing from a place of abundance within. She cares deeply, yet she does not cling. She is present and giving, yet she remains free. This paradox is what makes her utterly fascinating. Men sense that her warmth is not a trap or a game. It is an open invitation without strings attached, a rare energy in a world where love is often conditional and transactional. Her kindness flows naturally, like sunlight that warms but does not burn or bind. This detached warmth creates a powerful dynamic. It means she honors her own needs and boundaries while still being available emotionally. She does not lose herself in others or sacrifice her essence to keep relationships intact. Instead, she moves gracefully between closeness and distance, holding both with ease. Men find themselves drawn to this balance because it offers safety and challenge simultaneously. They feel accepted and seen, but also reminded that love is not possession, it is freedom. Her detachment is not coldness or indifference. Rather, it is a deep trust in life and in herself that allows her to remain centered regardless of external circumstances. This trust makes her presence calming yet electric. Men pick up on this subtle energy and become curious, wanting to understand the source of her confidence and serenity. Her detached warmth invites them to relax, to be themselves without fear of judgment or rejection. Ultimately, this quality encourages a deeper connection, one based on mutual respect and genuine affection rather than neediness or control. Men become obsessed because they feel invited into a relationship that honors individuality and growth, where love flows freely and naturally, unburdened by desperation or codependence. This detached warmth is a dance of closeness and freedom that many long for but few know how to embody. A woman who honors her own time, space, and values commands a quiet authority that is impossible to ignore. She understands that her life is her own canvas, and she paints it with intentional strokes, never allowing herself to be rushed, pushed, or compromised by others' agendas. This self-honoring creates boundaries that are not walls, but rather clear lines drawn with respect and love. Men become captivated by this because it signals a woman who respects herself deeply, and respect is the foundation of true attraction. When a woman does not sacrifice her essence or bend her will just to please, she naturally commands attention and admiration. This respect for self translates into how she carries herself in relationships and social spaces. She does not settle for less than she deserves, nor does she tolerate disrespect or neglect. Instead, she stands firm in her standards with grace and calm confidence. This firmness is not rigidity, but a flexible strength, like a tree that bends but does not break. Men sense this strength intuitively. They are drawn not just to her physical presence, but to the energetic message she sends. She is worth investing in because she values herself. This kind of value cannot be faked or forced. It is earned through consistent self-care and honest living. By honoring her own needs and rhythms, she also creates a space where others can feel safe and valued. She does not lose herself in relationships, but brings her whole self, balanced and complete. This completeness invites others to step into their own power rather than trying to fill a void. The boundaries she sets help define the terms of engagement, clarifying what is acceptable and what is not, which paradoxically fosters deeper intimacy and trust. Men become obsessed because this woman's boundaries create an aura of mystery and strength, a promise that what she offers is genuine and precious, not easily won but deeply rewarding. Mystery is often misunderstood as secrecy or playing games, but true mystery lies in depth, the kind of depth that unfolds slowly, naturally, and on its own terms. A woman with unpredictable depth does not reveal everything at once. She shows only what aligns with her inner truth and timing, never forced or rushed. This slow unveiling invites curiosity, keeps interest alive, and creates a sense of wonder. Men become obsessed because they are drawn into a journey rather than a destination, into the layers of complexity that hint at a rich inner world, waiting to be discovered but never fully exhausted. This unpredictability is not about manipulation, but about honoring the natural rhythms of connection and revelation. She does not offer herself as a puzzle to be solved, but as a living mystery to be experienced. Each new layer adds dimension and surprise, preventing boredom and sparking continual fascination. Men are captivated by this because it challenges their assumptions and keeps them engaged in a dance of discovery that feels alive and authentic. The woman's depth invites them to look beyond surface appearances and connect on a level that is profound and meaningful. Her unpredictable depth also means she is comfortable with complexity, both in herself and in relationships. She embraces contradictions and paradoxes, refusing to be defined by simplistic categories. This richness is magnetic because it reflects the true nature of life, which is always in flux and never fully knowable. Men find themselves drawn not just to her presence, but to the unfolding story she represents, a story that cannot be rushed or controlled, only witnessed with patience and respect. In this way, mystery becomes not a barrier, but a bridge to deeper connection and obsession. In the end, what truly captivates and makes men obsessed is not a set of superficial tricks or fleeting charms. It is the profound essence of a woman who lives deeply in her own truth, who moves with effortless being, calm strength, and authentic presence. A woman who offers warmth without attachment, honors her boundaries, and reveals her depths in her own time. This is the woman who does not chase, yet is endlessly pursued, who does not demand, yet gives freely, who does not conform, yet inspires beyond measure. Understanding this is to see that obsession is not about possession, but about a powerful, magnetic energy that arises when a woman fully embodies herself, free, whole, and infinitely intriguing.